Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to Tuesday Live. Hello, hello. It's time to get organized. Hey, everybody, it's Tiffany, and I'm alone video today. Let's see here. We've got a bunch of eyeballs popping on. Hi, everybody. Oh, good. Can you hear me? My standard question, right? As you pop on, if you can hear me and you can see me straight away, please let me know. Hello, everybody. Laura and Kelly and two Kellys. Jane, welcome. Julie, welcome. Welcome. I'm so happy that you're here for today live today. We're going to have a very exciting day. Lots of your questions. Leanne's here. She says, I see you and hear you on both Facebook and YouTube. I'm just going to give it a couple minutes as all those people pop up, but welcome today to Tuesday Live, my Tuesday tribe. Really glad that you're here with me today. I'm going to do the best job I can. I kind of changed up my setup here so I can actually reach and I can maybe even see some of the feet. I put my glasses on. So we've got Leanne watching. Oh, she says it's a little blurry. Huh. I wonder, I'm downloading something on the other computer that's a huge file, and I wonder if that's messing up the internet here. Let me take a look and see if I can shut that down real quick, and that may help. Okay. I hope that helps. I just shut it off, cancel that download, so hopefully it was a huge file, a lot of video files about all the promotions that are coming up in the next couple of weeks. So hopefully it'll get a little bit better. Let me know what you think, Leanne, as you come through. I think all right. Yes, it's a little fuzzy. So glad I had trouble getting it today, but hot. It's hot everywhere. Yeah, it's crazy. The temperature everywhere is crazy. You know, here in Arizona, is it better? Okay, good. Yeah, all right. It was because I was downloading. In Arizona, we're used to the heat and everybody's prepared for the heat, right? Our homes are designed around that. So, but I know in other parts of the country, even when I was in Seattle, most people don't have air conditioning because it's only hot a few days there. It was really hot a few days ago, but all over the world, it's very hot. All right, everybody, welcome to Tuesday Live, my Tuesday tribe. If you are new, we're so glad that you found us. So glad you're here today. This is your opportunity to ask questions about your personal craft stash, particular questions about a type of product that you have and you're struggling with storage or you want a better storage option. If you're going to ask a question, if you start the question with a bunch of question marks or the word question in all caps, that makes it a lot easier for Leanne to find or for me to find today since I'm feeding off this stream here. And then we'll get those questions answered for you. If we don't see your question, if we don't address it in the 5 or 6 minutes, doesn't pop up, please feel free to ask it again. Or at the very end, if we haven't answered your question, maybe it got past us in the stream, you'll see it goes pretty quick. Please feel free to email that question to Leanne. She is at customer service at totally-tiffany.com, and she will get it over to me if she can't answer it herself. Or we will answer it again. We will answer it live next Tuesday as well. So welcome to those of you who are new. We do give away a $25 gift certificate every week. So the way to get into the drawing for that is just to comment, ask a question, tell us where you are or what your favorite product is, whatever it is, so that your name gets into the feed. And then Leanne will pull all those names and pull a winner that we give away at the very end of the show today. So it looks like things are just popping up all over. Hi, Monica, Janet, Christina. I'm so glad you're all here. Carlotta, so glad that all of you are here with us today. So let's start with what's on special this week. This week is Fab Files. All of the Fab Files are on sale this week. So if you go to the Totally Tiffany website, click on Tuesday Tribe. Every week there's a special posted under Tuesday Tribe. This week it is Fab Files. So the whole collection of them is on sale. I'll talk a little bit about some of them as we get into the show today. The other thing I want you to mark your calendar for is Third Thursday, which is this coming Thursday. Always on Third Thursday, we have a 3 for 2 special on the website. It is Slide Stash and Store this week. So all of the Slide Stash and Store boxes and all the sizes, everything that's in stock, and I think everything is in stock right now, 3 for 2. So you buy 3, you pay for 2 of them. You don't want to miss that. Mark your calendar for Thursday for 3 for 2. The Fab File special will also still be going on Thursday. So if you want to shop on Thursday and get the best deal, if you need Slide Stash and Store, make sure you're looking at both of those things to know what you need. Okay, so first question out of the gate, Tammy Walker says, what can I use to store my close to my heart stamp and die sets? It depends. So one of the things that I'm going to tie this question to another question. I regularly get asked, Tiffany, why do you make so many things that do the same thing, right? Dies and stamps, paper, storage, all the different sizes for different stuff. And it's because we all craft a little bit differently. We all move around in our crafting world a little bit differently. So when we're talking about dies and stamps, close to my heart, used to be 6x6. I'm not sure if they still are, if that's still kind of their format. But so if you want to stay in 6x6, you can use the 6x6 tab divider pockets in conjunction with the 5x7 magnet, right? Still going to fit in there. Still going to be perfect for holding those dies. And you can fit the magnet, the dies on the magnet, and the stamp set all on one, all together in one pocket in the 6x6. So let's pull this. This is 5x7. Now you can also use the 5x7. So depending on your space and how you move around in the world, you could use a buddy bag. So this is the Karen buddy bag with the 5x7 magnets and pockets. You could use a 6x6 paper taker. That's an 8x8. So this, perfect actually. So this is the 6x6 paper taker, and it has 6x6 pockets in it right now. These few have stamps, right? So these are kind of, let's see on my little grid here, little measure grid. So these are 6x6 basically. But if you wanted to incorporate dies into that, we don't do a 6x6 magnet, but we do have the 5x7 magnet. So you can use that in the 6x6 pocket, right? It goes right to the very top of the pocket. And then you can still also include your stamps in there, right? So stamp set, dies, or you can go 5x7. And then choosing your option. Whether you're always crafting at home or traveling is going to make a difference. If you always only craft at home, the Desk-Made Die Stamp and Supply Organizer is awesome, and you can get hundreds of sets of stamps and dies in that. If you want to travel, then I would look at the 6x6 paper taker, which is this one, or something, the Karen buddy bag. Probably the most popular storage for dies and stamps is going to be the 5x7 format. So hopefully that answers your question. Put that in there. And then if you use bigger dies and stamps, we also have the 8x5 and the 9x6. So the Kirsten or the Katie are going to give you a bigger format for storing dies and stamps. I know a lot of people like to use, I'll pull it out real quickly, the 9x6, which is the biggest, because they can put like 2 sets of stamps together. The 9x6 pockets are finally back in stock for those of you who have been waiting patiently. So I'm looking in here. So this is the 9x6 size. You can really see how big that is, but a lot of people will use this for 2 sets of dies and then put the 2 stamp sets with it as well. So again, getting back to the sizes of things, and then how you travel. So the paper takers close up more tightly than something like a buddy bag. And then the fab files as well are going to come in those same dimensions and also work with the pockets, but close up, also dust out, depending, again, how you move around your room. Do you want something that are you always only crafting at home and it's going to be best to have something that's open and accessible, or are you going to travel and how you're going to travel? And that's going to dictate the other options. All right, let's see here. I thought I got my phone set to not blank out for 10 minutes, but apparently that didn't work. Jeannie Colson says, are you going to be on HSN on the 25th of July? I am not. We didn't make our ship date, but I will be there. I believe my next visit to HSN is the 22nd of August. So I'm trying to think if we have anything new. I'm not sure what's getting released on that day, but you will get a sneak peek of it here the week before, so you know what's coming. So another reason to join us for Tuesday. All right, let's see. Look at everybody that's here today. Any idea when the tool chest is making an appearance? Dee asks. I don't know. I do know that the revised samples are on their way to me, but I'm going to say the toolboxes won't probably be back, even if I approve the sample today and I don't have it yet. It takes somewhere between 2.5 and 4 months to get them to the port and shippable. So we're probably looking something more along late fall for those toolboxes. Sorry. Maybe there'll be a Black Friday special. Who knew? Who knew? Like the fab files for die storage, the Karen Buddy bags, or people are posting up here all the different things that you could use. There's a Facebook user that says, how do I store for travel my blending brushes and TE holder? I don't know what TE holder is. I'm thinking TE holder. Blending brushes are going to store very nicely in a variety of different things, again, depending on how you want to move them around. So the Eileen Buddy bag, which is this little one, will hold all of your blending brushes. And these are the long-handled ones, not the Stephanie Bernard ones, right? So the Stamps of Life has a new one. Matter of fact, she's sending me a set of them. They're probably not here. I was thinking, I should ask Park to go check the mail. Maybe she sent them last week, so maybe they are here. So they'll fit in here. They also fit if you want to keep them kind of separated by color. And I found these, we talked about this last week. I'll show you. Of course, I take the blending brushes out of here. I'll get some. I'm going to grab some blending brushes, so hang on. We'll get them really quickly. One quick second. I was using them. We had a little crafty event here last week. We're making a bunch of cards for a group I belong to. So I'm going to round. Oh, I bet they're in the dryer. Sorry. They're in the drying rack. Yes, they are. Look, now I have a handful of them. So this is the 8-drawer storage and supply case, and they do fit in, slide in here, right? I've got to cut 2 in there now, right? So let's put a big one in there, see what that looks like. So where's the big one? Oh, I forgot. Also, look, you guys have to remind me when I'm talking that I have the overhead. Oh, so there are, and then these little drawers slide out, right? So depending on what you have in there and how many, let's put a couple in. So you can store them in the 8-drawer, and then they're very visual. You could put them upside down too, I guess. I have mine right side up. You can see where the colors are on them. But they're also going to fit. I'll empty out this Eileen real quick here. This is what Karen, who, so they all kind of fit. Oh, forgot about that. They all kind of fit nicely in the Irene Buddy bag too. So I don't know what the TE holder is, but if you give me a little bit more information about that, sorry. There we go. I will look at the measurements of it and then happily see if I can answer that question a little bit better. Last week, we were talking about these, and I got a double sticker there. Look at that. We were talking about these, storing your large ink pads, your small ink pads together, and I couldn't find this. So this is the 8 drawer, but I took out the 6 middle drawers. So I have the ink pad, the large ink pads here in the middle, and then the smaller ink pads and the matching daubers, or the daubers that I've used with each color already stored in there. So you can see in this little tray, I've got a finger dauber and I've also got the pad. So I was able to put all those things in there as I use them to keep the daubers and the ink, large and small, together. And I'm guessing to some degree, you could also put your re-inkers in, or right. So if you want to keep your re-inkers with your ink pads, you could probably do that as well. I don't know that you'd be able to get 6 of them in there, but so that's the 8 drawer. I removed the 6. Oh, here, one more 8 drawer. Again, going back to last week. So this is what the 8 drawer was actually designed for, to hold all of your mini inks. And so you can see, oh, this is what the question was last week. So these are the inks that Spellbinders is using with their new letterpress. And so those do fit nicely right here in the 8 drawer. But I bet they also fit well in the Shelly bag. Sorry, so whoever asked this last week, we're a little delayed on getting me your answer, but I knew I would find them. So these are the little rectangle archival inks, and I'm guessing just from eyeballing them. Now, I would take a sticker and label the sides of these also. Pull out this. So that, yeah, so you could easily go in a Shelly Buddy bag with those archival inks. Ah! Don't throw your stuff all around. Maybe what I should do is use my overhead camera, since that's why I have it. So you can see these are the archival inks. So that you're going to get 2, probably 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, probably 16 in the Shelly Buddy bag. So we got that nice. But I would label the color on the end if I was going to do this, right? And then the thing is, you're thinking about storing them flat, back to just standing up that buddy bag with the ink pads in it, so that you can be keeping them flat. But the Shelly Buddy bag is going to work great for a lot of those archival inks, as will, and maybe you want to keep your small archival inks and your blending brushes or daubers together, and that, so the 8 drawer might be good, but you could also keep the daubers in the Shelly as well. So there are the questions answered from last week when I couldn't find all my mini ink pads. So I also have this little, you guys know, every week I make a huge mess here, and I'm going to try a little bit better to tidy up as I go today. All right, let's see. Let me see what Leanne's got going over here. Put on my glasses. Jane says, the Close to My Heart comes in its own plastic holder itself. What would you use to store them in, since it has its own thing already? Does this make sense? Absolutely makes sense. Can anybody listening, or maybe you, Jane, know off the top of your head, what size are they? So they used to come in a 6x6 pocket. And I don't know that that's how they come anymore, because I'm not I haven't bought a lot of close to my heart in recent days. So if you can give me the dimensions of that pocket, I will, if I have a solution for that, which I hope I do, I will give you the perfect solution, but I don't know the dimensions. Anne says, what happened to the 10-inch slide session store? Are they coming? Yes. A crazy thing happened to the 10-inch slide session store. They were actually supposed to launch August 7th. And I was so excited when I found that out, because about 2 weeks ago, I got this invitation. Hey, we're going to do a launch show for the 10-inch slide session store. August 7th, are you available? And I said, of course I'm available. That's great. We've been waiting. I'm so excited. Well, there was something weird that happened in the ordering system, between the ordering system and the factory. I don't really know. I don't really understand what happened. But the 13-inch are the ones that got ordered instead of the new 10-inch. So sadly, that is the situation. And now it's probably going to be a December launch. But they are in the process. They are, hopefully by this point, that has all been reconciled. And they are actually either in production or close to getting into production. So sorry about that. You don't know, I was so excited when I got that email saying we're going to launch these. And I immediately got on with Katie, who helps with the social media. And I started writing her this email. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We want to build up all the things to do. And then there was something weird. Oh, I said, I don't have the samples of these yet, the final samples. Can you send me 5 sets of them? And the guy that sends samples goes, we don't even have those. I was like, what are you talking about? They're launching in 3 weeks. I just got an email saying we're going to launch. So yeah, so that's the story. But I will keep you posted, and I will, yeah. I wish I had a better answer, but there it is. At least there's something. At least we know there's some movement on those. Mo Scrap says, last week you showed us your wax seal. Where did you get it? Wax seals from Spellbinders. They have all the little wax dots and the seals. This is what Mo's talking about. So these are the actual handles with the seals on the bottom. And these are the little baggies of wax beads, I think they call them. I think you can buy just the brass seal, and then you don't have, I have handles for both of mine, but I think you can just buy this seal and unscrew them from the handle and screw them back on. So you don't necessarily have to have a handle for all of them. But, and this is the Dawn Buddy bag. So if you're looking for a place to store them, this is a good spot. I'm going to crunch mine up there. So a perfect little solution for that. But Spellbinders. You're going to love them. Okay. I mentioned in the beginning that you can email Leanne if we don't answer your question. And, or if you're watching this late and you don't have an opportunity to ask a question, you can email Leanne, customer service at totally-tiffany.com, and we'll try to get that question answered in the next show. So this actually came from Katie King, who's another person who watches and reads past chats and stuff. But she said, she had a message. Due to work, I miss the lives, but catch up in the evenings. I do have a question and not sure where to post it. What does Tiffany suggest for storing the new stamping wheel from Altenew? Thank you. The stamping wheel from Altenew looks incredibly cool if you haven't seen it. I reached out to them when I got this message this morning and asked if they could send me a sample so that I would have it here to show you. But it looks to me, the dimensions on it, the biggest dimension looks like 10.5. So that puts us in kind of this weird place, right? 10.5 is going to fit. This is only 9.5. It's probably going to bump you up to a 12 by 12 size. Right, because that one little extra. So I was hoping I could get it in there. But so depending if you're watching, and if anybody has this and also has the products I'm talking about in their craft stash handy to grab, I believe you could take that 10.5. You can put it in anything that's 12 by 12, obviously. But if you want to keep it open and accessible on your shelf, then you could definitely put it in a slide stash and store, because you could put all the pieces in there. Slide stash and store, super simple, and that would meet the 10. It's 13 inches long, so you've got at least 3 pieces for it, it looks like, and you kind of stagger them in your slide stash and store. I'm going to say a number 4. Slide stash and store is probably going to be the best option for easy accessibility. If you wanted something with a little bit more height, and this is what I want someone to check if you've got it. Well, here I can measure this one, I guess. I think the bottom plate, yeah, is still 9 inches. You could go, again, 12 by 12 fab file. You could go 12 by 12 paper handler, depending how you want to access it in your room or space. It would probably work really well that way. Yeah, those would be my best suggestions for that. All right, let's see. How do I store for travel? Oh, Facebook. Okay, I need to scroll down. I already answered that. Dun, dun, dun. Without Susie here watching my other feed here, it's hard to catch up with everything. Somebody from Facebook says, I just love paper takers. I love them too, although I love everything. Oh, tailored expressions. TE is tailored expressions. So are they this type of brush in a stand? I still don't know what the stand is. This is where Susie comes in, right? Because she'll surf the net really quickly and show me a picture of what the stand is. So yeah, I can't do that on my own. But if you know what the dimensions are of the stand, I would absolutely be able to help with that. So let's see. When will we get the Tender Slide Session store? I already answered that. Sadly, I wish I had it better. Let's see. Okay, what's this? What happened? So there's more than one 10-inch slide session store question. Somebody's getting closed captioning. I don't know how that works. I think that might be part of YouTube, maybe. Hello, Denise. Question. Is the 2-drawer going to come back in stock? Yes. The 2-drawer in the 12-inch and the 2-drawer in the 9-inch. And what we're talking about there are the storage and supply cases. So this is a 2-drawer in the smaller version, the 9-inch. That's the question. And this is a 2-drawer in the 12-inch. And again, I keep forgetting about my handy thing here. So this is the 12-inch, right? So you open at the end, and then you've got the pull-out drawers, right? So that's the 12-inch, and then this is the 9-inch. So you can see the difference here. So this is a little bit smaller. They both open the same way. This has 2 drawers. This has 2 drawers. All of the storage and supply cases are on their way back in stock. Yeah, I checked updates on inventory today, and my inventory sheet hadn't been updated with any confirmations of things that are actually hitting the dock, which is kind of what I'm waiting on now for that. But all those will be back in stock. So I know it's been a while. Also, just as a reminder, if we do have stock in a U.S. warehouse, we try to stock our retailers first. So the stampsoflife.com, Stephanie Bernard, if something's available to retailers, she'll have it. And scrapbook.com will also have it. Those are kind of the 2 key players who carry a large variety of the Totally Tiffany brand. With scrapbook.com carries everything. Stephanie tries to keep her shipping down to a minimum for her customers. So sometimes our stuff is too big for Stamps of Life, but she carries everything that she can ship easily for you guys. So either one of those places is a good place to look to. Just because it's not on our website doesn't mean it's unavailable somewhere else. So I know it's a little bit confusing, but here we go. If you have a lot of blending brushes, Sue is good. Yeah, Sue's a little bigger than Irene, so excellent suggestion. If you have lots of blending brushes, it works great for that. Love the overhead. I love it too. I just need to remember to use it more often, right? Let's see. I tried a bunch of TSOL brushes, and the small rectangular zip and store worked best. Storage and supply case was second. So when Stephanie's bags get in, I'll try them in that storage and supply case. We do have some new zip in stores, hopefully coming out the end of this year also. So if you missed the first run, we've got a whole nother run of them that are going to be sized a little bit differently, more focused on craft supplies than general storage. So you're going to love them if you love the zip in store. There's a whole bunch more of that coming, so keep your eyes on us for that. It won't be till December, though, so at the earliest, again, depending on when we can get it. Do you know when the HR will be back in stock? All of them, all the storage and supply cases are all going to come in at the same time. They've all been on order, so hopefully it's going to be sooner than later. I wish I had a better answer, but they will all be back. Any ideas for sorting and for storing the screen print frames and vinyl sheets for the We Are Memory Keepers print press? The frames are 13 1/4 by 13 1/4, and the vinyl sheets are 10 by 10. With the vinyl sheets, I'm assuming they're coming flat. I would use our 12 by 12 tab divider pocket, and then whatever your preference is beyond that. So they're going to fit in the fab file. They're going to fit in the 12 by 12 paper handler. They're going to fit in the 12 by 12 paper taker. So depending on how that works in your room, 13 1/4 by 13 1/4 is going to be a little bit tougher. I will tell you, that's one of the design sizes. I'm working on another product line called Perfect Project Pouches, and that would fit in those coming soon. But I know you guys are asking a lot for bigger storage, like for things like this, and I am working on it. It's probably going to be the main focus of things that start rolling out in 2024. But definitely, I've heard you ask for bigger things. I'll have to ask Chastity to send me those. I'm wondering. Yeah, the slide stash and store are 13 exactly, which I think puts it. Let me check, but I'm pretty sure. This you got 13 1/2 here. So try. First of all, and thank you for including dimensions. That makes my life so much easier. Okay. Let's go. Oh no, replace that. Okay, good. 13 1/4 by 13 1/4. I would look at the 4 or 5 slide stash and store for those. And the reason I'm saying 4 or 5 is because they have the higher sides, right? Like this is 13 1/4 inches long, or 13 1/2 inches long, but it's too short to hold something that's tall. So if you went to maybe even the 3, so this is the 3, this is the 4. So you see with the 4, you're getting that little bit more height right here, which is going to make something taller, more stable. So I would say, and the 4, 5, and 6 are all the same height. So then it's just a matter of width. So depending on how many you have, I would look at, if you have a slide stash and store, somebody that's listening probably has the We Are screen press and the slide stash and store. Maybe they could test it out and see how that works for storing those things together. Would be great. I'll ask Chastity to send me one. I'll get it. I'll get on it. All right, let's see. Oh, Leanne, what do you have, Leanne? Anything for me over here? Nancy Lorden says, how are the storage and supply cases different than the paper taker? Sorry, I was reading other questions. Paper takers are empty in the inside. Let me see if I have an empty paper taker down here. So the slide stash and store, the storage and supply cases, regardless of the size, has some sort of drawers inside it, right? So you can see this has 2 drawers inside. All all of the paper takers are empty inside. So they're designed for specifically for paper dimensions 5 by 7, 6 by 6, 8 by 8, 8.5 by 11, A4, and 12 by 12. They have a 3-sided tray inside. So when you open it, it's easy to pull your paper in and out. And then that front is totally clear for paper. But the big difference is paper takers don't have any sort of divider on the inside, and storage and supply cases do. So that's your big takeaway there. That's why the storage and supply cases are a little bit more expensive. They're heavier to ship, and they have more parts. Okay, Cecilia says, can we get a tour sometime of your whole crafty casita? Yes, it's been a while since we did a crafty casita tour. I can't do it until Susie gets back because somebody needs to follow me around the camera, but I will definitely put it on the list of things to do when she's back. It'll be a couple of weeks before she's back. Let's see. Maureen Talley says, will you be getting any more of the vinyl roll sleeves? Yes. We will. I don't know when they'll come in, but I'll check and make sure they're on order if we're out of stock of those. Karen Benson says, what are good storage options for Simon Hurley lunar and solar paste? I hope it will be something I ordered in for July 4th. I'm not sure the dimensions of those, but I'm guessing because most of the pastes and embossing paste and glitter flakes and glitter glue are all this same size. So if the Simon Hurley stuff, oh, I dropped my tape measure on the floor, is the same size as most of them, which is about 2 3/4 inches around by 1 1/4 inches. All of these fit in the Chastity Buddy bag. I'll grab it. I was using my glitter paste yesterday or the other day when we were making cards here. I have a good friend, Jen, who was over crafting with us. And I said, maybe we should do something with glitter paste. And she goes, ooh, what is that? I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter. You had me at glitter, right? So glitter paste, Nuvo embellishment paste, they all fit, if they're all that same size, neatly in the Chastity. They also are going to fit in the Eileen, I'm sorry, Eileen, not Eileen, in the, I was looking to see if I had one, Merle or Edna buddy bag. So you'll get less in there, but they are going to fit in Merle or Edna as well. One of the nice things about putting them in Merle or Edna is that you can put your, if you have the, you see I have some glitter flakes there, you can put your 1 or 2 of the spreaders, what am I, like they look like palette knives in the Chastity. They do fit a little bit more comfortably in the Edna or Merle bag with your pastes as well. So I would recommend either one of those. Hopefully either one or both of those are on your 4th of July order. If that's the size. If it's not the size, let me know. There is a bigger size. Oh, here. So here's glitter flakes, right? And this is the Edna, or no, this is the Merle bag, but Edna and Merle are basically the same size. So they're going to fit in there. But if they're bigger, then they may need to go. So like these are really big, right? This is the Leanne buddy bag. Leanne, named after Leanne, who's helping with the show today. So depending on the size, Leanne, Edna, Chastity. Chastity is my favorite. I like the way it's like the neatness of Chastity, but any of those are going to work. Cecilia, can we get a tour? Yes, we can. Diane says, what are the cases you showed last week that are zipper cases good for packing in your luggage? They're called the Zip and Store, and we are out of stock of them, but they will be coming back in huge quantities. We sold through that Zip and Store in just a few days. they'll be coming back in huge quantities and even better sizes for paper crafting, hopefully by January. But they are at the top of the list for production, new product production. So keep your eyes on that. But I used, they're not available, but I used the rectangle for shoe storage in my suitcase, and it was perfect. And we even made, so I have a 7.5 shoe. We made Susie take off her shoe last week. I think she's a 10 or a 10.5, and even her shoes fit in there. So it was a perfect marriage for traveling with shoes, but unfortunately we don't have them. Okay. All right. Let's see what we've got here in our other feed. I'm not very good at the, okay, let's see. Sometimes I think I scroll the wrong direction. Question, when and what will a new will a new product be coming out? When and what will be new products? So a new product sneak peek for all of you. Some things we have the quilting storage part of the slide stash and store that holds fat quarters. That's probably the first thing that you're going to see. We're working on a line called Basic Boxes, and this is also something you all have asked for, and it's the plastic boxes like what are in the buddy bag, but just the boxes so you can use them to organize your drawers and that type of thing. And all of them will kind of work with stuff we already offer, like tab divider pockets, so fit in most of them. So we'll roll out the first launch of those. We've got the new project pouches, and I'm trying to focus on bigger, weirder shaped things in project pouches. Zip and store line is being expanded. Trying to think what else is on the drawing board here. But yeah, we've got a lot of stuff in the works right now. So we should be, especially in 2024, be rolling out quite a few things. The 10-inch slide stash and store should be one of the first things that comes out. So yeah, but those are, I don't even have prototypes of a lot of that stuff. I mean, I sneak peek you guys some prototypes on that. And the toolboxes should be coming sooner than later, because we have a good sample of those. And so that should also be something that rolls out pretty quickly as well. So there it is. You got the sneak peek there of all the things. Now, remember, if you are new or if you haven't commented yet, we draw at the very end of the show. You're going to win a $25 gift certificate to the Totally Tiffany website. But what you have to do is enter to win, right? And that's by putting a comment and asking a question, anything like that. You just got to get your name in the feed so Leanne can pluck it out of the feed there. Let's see. I don't understand why my slider doesn't work. There we go. I found the TSOL mini inks leak if they are not stored flat. That is a problem, especially Stephanie's TSOL inks are super juicy. So then I would definitely go with this, which is actually why this bag was designed. It was at Stephanie's request. And then you can store it nice and flat on your shelf. So that'll be a nice and easy way to put it on the shelf and keep those inks flat. It is a problem with inks in general. And no one's really mastered yet keeping them closed up, right? Nice and tight closed. Most of them, I think that's the biggest problem, is that because most of them are square, so you can't twist on a lid, which would be the ideal way to do that, right? If they came in round, it's easy to twist a lid on. That's an interesting conundrum, though. I mean, I have these. I don't even remember where I got them, but they're called ink dots, and I don't even think, do they have a twist on lid? No, their lid just puts on also. A twisty lid would be good. I'll have to ask Stephanie. I think I'm going to talk to Stephanie today, actually. I'll have to ask her if I'm sure everybody's inks come in square shape, so I'm sure that's the ideal for stamping. But maybe it's just something no one's ever thought about. And then you could get that nice twist on lid with a little rubber gasket. Ooh, that would be nice. That would be nice. Inks can be a problem. Let's see. D says, will you be bundling various sizes of tab divider pockets again? I don't know about that, but we might be able to do, every third Thursday we do a 3 for 2. I know they're not the 3 for 2 this week because the 3 for 2 this week, which is the third Thursday, is Slide Stash and Store. But maybe we could do tab divider pockets 3 for 2 next month, the third Thursday of next month. I don't remember if we've decided what that is yet, but and then you could do your own bundle, right? So you buy 3 and choose 3 and pay for 2. So that would work. I'll put it in the list. Eugene Barber says, will you make a 6x9 paper taker? Probably not, possibly, but one of the toolboxes is 6x9. Is that right? Am I lying? Is it 6x9 or is it 6x9x4? I think it's 6x9. I think it works with the 6x9 pockets. So I'll look. It's been like, I have the bad ones here. So let me see if I can find them really quick. I might have gotten rid of them actually. Sometimes I take stuff like that out of my workspace because I don't want to present the wrong size. Yeah, no, I don't have it. I think that I think that we may be getting that in I think the toolboxes are, and some people have the mock-ups of them, the ones that the zippers were messed up on. They hold 5x7. I think they hold slimline, which is 9x4, and I think they hold the 9x6 pockets as well. So be a little bit thicker than a paper taker. But I believe that might be part of the toolbox line. Lori Behrens, where did you get your earrings? I am going to tell you, I'm going to share with you the greatest find ever for these fun, funky earrings. I got them on Amazon. I was looking for some inexpensive pink earrings to wear for a golf tournament. And this selection of earrings, I got 36 earrings for $18. They ended up being around 69 cents a piece. I love them. And I travel a lot and I'm very careless with stuff like this, earrings, probably not these because they're big, but I tend to leave them around. I don't know, you take them out in the nightstand, then you knock them off in the night, you don't notice they're gone, whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but I lose a lot of earrings. So these were fun. They were very expensive. They're on Amazon. I'll ask Katie to share a link. Can I do that? I don't know. I might get in trouble for that. I don't know. They're earrings. But super fun. And all the different colors. They're all different styles. I don't know. They were super fun, but thank you. I love them. And they're just right up my personality line, right? I love big, funky earrings. So, yes. That's it. Amazon. Barb Carlson. On a live with Stephanie, you mentioned a possibility of a GOC girl stamp set. Any word on that? No, but I will bring it up again. That would be fun. On it for you, Barb. Lori Camper 63 says, besides the Sarah bag, which other bag is great for Spectrum Noir tri blends? You know, it's oddly, I knew this was going to come up today because I took all of my tri blends over to my mother's house because we are using them in our project for Sassy Crafters on Thursday. And she needed to have them to play with because each of us does our little project. But they fit, besides the Sarah, they fit in the Faylene Buddy bag, lots of them in the Faylene Buddy bag, and in the Katie Buddy bag. So you're going to get, I don't even remember the numbers in each of those bags, but and they also fit, which I took to my mom's. Is it the 6x6? I think they also fit in the 6x6 paper taker. The 8x8 is too tall. Do I even have one tri blend left around here? Let me think here. Let me look quickly I just need one tri-blend, people. They do fit in the terry, but you can't get very many of them in there. So yeah, depending on how many. Yes, it is 6x6 because the 5x7 holds the older ones, right? So here's the old Colorista and the regular Spectrum Noir markers. And this is the 5x7 paper taker. Oh, so that's a 5x7. So the tri-blends are going to fit in the 6x6 paper taker. Off the top of my head, I don't know how many you're going to get in there. Probably 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, maybe 18. Unless you can get 3 rows, in which case you're going to get more like 24. But the Katie holds a ton of them, and the Faline also holds a ton of them. I do not think we have Faline in stock right now, but Stephanie might on the Stamps of Life. She may have them. I know she gets first dibs on them. So we try to keep them always in stock for her, and she buys a ton of them so that she always has them. So Faline, she also has Katie, the stampsoflife.com. All right. See, I messed up my scroll here. Okay, the lunar pace. We got a question. Can we get a tour? Yeah, we answered that. This is on Facebook user. This is one of the favorite times of the week, and I'm retired, so this is saying a lot. Oh, I'm so glad that you're here. It's my favorite too. Let's see. There is a new thing. I watch for it that just popped up for this streaming service that I use. So if you are on Facebook, it comes up, your name comes up here as Facebook user. It doesn't have the actual name. I think maybe wherever Leanne is watching, she gets the names also, but keep an eye out because next week I'm going to send a link that you use and it will bring up your name in the chat for me or for Susie on the other side when she's here. So watch for that. I'll send it out. Gloria says, will there be an incentive code for UK viewers on Tuesday Tribe since the others are not available? I will ask. I don't know why they can't do them on both sites, but it's very strange. But I will follow up and I'll let you know next week if that's possible. I'm sorry about that. I know it makes it very confusing, right? Denise says she's anxiously awaiting last week 3 for 2 to arrive. Woo woo. Oh, the TE stand looks like a stand someone used in a fab file. Is it this? Is this the Tailored Expression stand? And they just kind of go in like this. If so, I think that this went into, was it the 8x8 paper taker or? Oh, too small for that. It's kind of big for this one. I think that someone put it in a 6x6. Oh, maybe 5x7. Maybe it's not. The height was different. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think she may have put it. Find a 5x7 that's easiest to empty. Yeah. If you, my little rubber things are all cut up because I was playing with them to see what else I could use them for. If you take the tray out of the 5x7 and you have this this particular stand, right? So you can carry it that way. And then when you get where you're going, you can tip it over and pull it out and have all your little brushes standing up. if in fact, so let's put 2. You can't really put 2 side by side. It's kind of wonky. Put a bunch in there and tip it over and see what happens. Well, mine's not going to work very well because I cut my silicone apart so I could take it out and do other things with it. So this is the 5 by 7. I should take a picture of this. This has come up a couple of times. And I don't remember who sent in this idea. Someone, this is not something I came up with. Another Tuesday Triber sent that in. So you can see all of them in there, right? And then when you get where you're going, you can pull it out, stand it up. You're good to go. So 5 by 7, remove the tray, and you can, if that in fact is the right dimension. Now I will tell you the exterior dimensions of this tray are on the outside of the 8 1/4, and you kind of got to stuff it in there by 2. So the 5 by 7 paper taker could be your solution for that, if that looks like the right thing and if those are the right size. There we go. Lovely. All right. Lori Turner says, hi, Tiffany from, and it's, I didn't get the trend. Do you ever do the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo Ontario around expos around the U.S.? I go to the one in Ontario. I was wondering if Totally Tiffany would ever be there. I know Stephanie is. I have met her there and bought the Faline bag. I think the Ontario Expo is in October this year, possibly, or November. And there is a possibility that I will be there. Be Creative carries all the Totally Tiffany stuff in their booth. They're at Shop Be Creative online. They're also a great resource for TT products online if we don't have it. And I think she has a booth there this year, and we were trying to work it into my schedule to be there. And once I confirm, I will let you all know. But it's possible that I will be there in the Be Creative booth, help people answer questions and stuff when they're there. Okay, I think we got that. Information. Oh, here we go. Information on the TE tray. 8 1/4 long by 2 wide. Yep. I bet that is. So look at the 5 by 7. Thank you, Barb. My goal this week is to finish opening and filling all my new TT organizational products. Wish me luck. Good luck. And as you're filling them this week, make some notes if you have questions, and you can bring them back on Tuesday Live next week. Or you might have come up with a really great idea for a particular product that we're not already talking about. So if you find a new use for an old TT product, please do share it with us. That would be awesome. Let's see. Oh, the TE brush stand is a round Lazy Susan, approximately 5 or 6 inches in diameter. So if it's 5 or 6 inches in diameter, I don't think that I do anything that's going to be tall enough and wide enough. I was thinking maybe the Katie Buddy bag, but I think that's only 4. Yeah, that's only 4. Again, going back to needing some things that are a little bit bigger. Yeah, that would probably... Yeah, that's this Sue. She's not big enough either. So just keep pulling things off the shelf until we find something that's a good size. Yeah, this is only 5. So this is the Denise Buddy bag. It has 3 drawers in it, but you may be able to take the drawers out and then stand, if it's only 5 inches around, and stand it up inside the Sue, and then you would have a nice little carry case for that with the Sue. If it is 6 inches around, I don't think I make anything that's 6 inches around and also has enough depth for that. No, or height, whatever you want to define it. So But I'll look at that. Also. Linda's having connection troubles. I don't know. Sue says you're making my morning better. I'm so glad that you're here. Just ordered a bunch of bags from scrapbook.com. Thank you. Thank you for supporting scrapbook.com. Diane says, what are the cases you showed last week that are zipper? Oh, we went through. I got that already. Okay, let's see. A lot of pastes have similar. Simon Hurley pastes are 2 by 1 3/4. So that's in that realm, right? Yeah, so they would fit in. They're a little taller and a little smaller around 2 by 1 3/4, the Simon Hurley pastes. I'm going to order some so I have them. My notes are kind of a mess today, so hopefully I'll be able to decipher everything when we're done. Kelly says, what would be good for sewing machine tools, feet and gadgets for the machine? I have 3 machines. You know, my mother sews. She likes the storage and supply cases. Probably the 4-drawer if you have 3 machines, because then each machine could have its own little section in the 4-drawer storage and supply case. I know how big sewing machine feet are. I don't know if anything. So each one of the sections in the 4-drawer storage and supply case is 4 by 6. Right, so this is what that looks like. So you've got 4 sections that are 4 by 6. So each section could hold the 3 machines, and then you would have a little extra space here if that's big enough. I'm trying to think what else would be good. You could give each of them their own buddy bag, like something like the Irene buddy bag, because it has the double Velcro, so it closes up tight over the edge right there, right? So you use the front Velcro and pull it down. So, and these are about 4 by 6 also. They're a little deeper. So depending, again, what you have with that, I would either do the 4-drawer storage and supply case, the 9 by 12, not the 12 by 12, or the Irene buddy bag. Seems like it would work really well for that use. All right, my friends, this is your last opportunity to get your name in the mix before we start drawing for this week's winner. I'm going to write that down. They're 2 inch, just in case I can't get any, by 1.5 inches high, 2 round. Okay, I'm going to write that down. Oh, here's Simon Hurley. Simon Hurley dimensions via the website are 1.7 by 1.7 by 2. All right, that's about the same. Someone says, I like the project planner pages for my projects when I go to a retreat. They're a perfect way for getting your projects organized for a retreat. If you're traveling this summer, the project planner pages are a great solution for sort of pre-planning everything, hence the name, project planner pages. So if you're looking at traveling this summer, or if you just like to travel in general, put whole projects together, the project planner pages are awesome. They fit in our zipper binder. They also fit in the project planner binder. D. Schrock says, will you be open? See, how do I keep getting, I keep getting all the way back to the top of my feed here. Oh, Georgine says that would be smart. Put it in upside down. It wasn't my solution. It was a brilliant solution putting this in upside down. I'd love to take credit for it, but I wish I could remember who shared that with me. Sunita's waiting for her freezer storage to come in. Let's see, the Slide Stash and Store. They're awesome. I love them in the freezer. I mean, it's so, oh my gosh, that again, another customer suggestion. Awesome. That I'm doing in my house. A few people I've met at shows popping in. Yes, it was nice to meet everyone at shows. I really miss doing shows because it gave me face, like I can see you guys on Facebook or whatever. Some people maybe have their picture up. but it's really nice to meet people at the shows and really get to know them as people. You're welcome for all the great ideas. Simon Hurley pastes are great, as well as Picket Fence Studio, so I'll have to look at theirs too. All right, my friends, I think we're getting close to the end of our hour together. So we are past our hour together. Ha! All right, I'm just checking for any last questions before we do our drawing. Ginger says, I just got my first paper taker and I just love it. I love them also. I don't know. I love everything. I love them. I love the Slide Station store. I love the storage and supply cases. I guess I love my scrap rack. I can't imagine crafting without it. Matter of fact, the scrap rack, the two gals that were here working with me the other day for making cards, they're not huge crafters. They're crafters, but, and they were like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe how easy it is. They'd never touched a scrap rack before, had no idea. And I was like, oh, go to the Halloween section. You'll find this there. Go to this. It's in the rainbow section. And they were just able to find everything literally in my stash in just seconds because of the way it's organized. So if you, scrap rack, all of them. I love everything. I'm very happy that this is my job. Okay, I'm scrolling to the bottom here. I think I got all the questions. One more check here with Leanne. It looks like I've answered all of her questions too. So, all right, the drum roll. This week's winner, Dee Schrock. You are the winner of the $25 Totally Tiffany gift certificate. So if you're not already a member of Club Inspire, and Dee, I'm sure that you are, do that and then send an email to prizes with an S at crafterscompanion.com. That's prizes with an S. And they will get you hooked up with your $25 gift certificate in your Club Inspire account. So thanks everybody for joining me today. It's wonderful to be here with you. Sorry for all the tech stuff and my leaning over to have to read all the questions. Susie will be back in a couple of weeks. I'll probably have everything mastered by then. I guess that's it. Remember the steals and deals today that you don't want to miss. This week's special is Fab Files. On Thursday, it is 3 for 2. Third Thursday, 3 for 2. Slide Stash and Store. So if you need Fab Files and Slide Stash and Store, Thursday is the day to place your order so you get the best deal on both of those product lines. Thanks so much for tuning in today. See all you guys next Tuesday. Take care, everybody.